The scrambled cave rescue, this week's big issue in the Bangkok Post. This is Dave Kendall with the big issue, a video companion to the hard-hitting Sunday column by legendary Bangkok Post journalist Alan Dawson. The big story this week has been the 12 boys and their soccer coach trapped deep inside the flooded Tham Luang cave in Chiang Rai. Alan writes, why in God's name did these local boys of the under-16 team who know the area go into the cave at all in the rainy season? Just a guess, but the team's answer after they get back home is probably going to be, why not? It was still a week before it closed. Now, what is your point here, Alan, that people follow rules without questioning them, or that the rules were wrong?
I'm not sure it's either one of those. I think it's a choice 3 here. And please don't send me any messages about this. I know some opinion. But I think this is a case of boys being boys. And I think that the coach probably went along with them because the boys thought, you know, we just had football practice, let's go in the cave. I think that they thought they were indestructible, as young teenagers often do.
You ask why wasn't the date of closure moved forward once the rains arrived? Was the person with the power to make that decision perhaps not really qualified or not made aware of it? Could the people on the ground have shown initiative and closed it early themselves?
Yes, this is a property of the forestry department, and I do think I've been to these caves in the dry season, and there's a booth there and there's people there in charge, and there is a sign saying that the park is closed from July the 1st, but someone should have been there to enforce the rule, and I think that when all of this is over, there should be an inquiry as to why the forestry department did not enforce its actual rule that you cannot go in the cave during the rainy season.
And finally, General Prayut and other officials have been criticized for seeking political advantage from the crisis, but isn't it their job to show leadership and concern?
Sure, of course it is. And I just think that in this case, at this time, that the mood of the country is so very, very obvious that we don't need a pep talk. We don't need to be reminded of the boys in the cave and the search for them. I know for a fact that the people on the ground searching for these boys and organizing and maintaining the search don't need a pep talk either. I think that General Prayut, the governor of Chiang Rai, and others should have been at home talking to the country instead of at the cave trying to show their authority over the people involved in the search.
Alan Dawson, Big Issue columnist, thanks for joining us, and we do all fervently hope for the boys' safe return. Read the Big Issue every Sunday in the Bangkok Post print edition, the e-newspaper, or at bangkokpost.com. Leave your comments below or on the bangkokpost.com website, and join us next Sunday for another Big Issue in the Bangkok Post. I'm Dave Kendall. Have a good week.